Hello, Standard 6th. This is a poem from your book Honeysuckle. This is poem number 4 and the name of the poem is Beauty. The name of the poem is Beauty. Who is the poet of this poem? The poet of this poem is John Keats. Okay, the poet of this poem is John Keats. Fine. This poem is from your book Honeysuckle. Name of the poem is Beauty. Poet of this poem is John Keats. What are we going to see in this session? In this session, we would see the introduction about the poet. We would read the poem, explanation, stanza wise, and in the last I would give the summary of the whole poem. Fine. What are we going to see? Introduction about the poet. We will read the whole poem. We would understand the whole poem stanza wise, and in the last we would go for the summary. Fine. So let's have a look on first the introduction about the poet. Now here in the introduction about the poet, it is being said that John Keats, who is the poet of this poem, was born on 31st October 1795. When was he born? John Keats was born on 31st October 1795. The eldest of Thomas and Francis Jennings. They are Keats. Francis Jennings Keats. These are the parents of John Keats. Okay. They had 4 children and John Keats was the eldest. Although he died at the age of 25, Keats had perhaps the most remarkable career of any English poet. Means John Keats died at a very early age. But although he died at a very early age, that is the age of 25, he has a remarkable career as a poet, as any other poet has. He published only 54 poems. Till the age of 25, till he was alive, he published 54 poems in 3 slim volumes and a few magazines, which I will tell you about it further. But over his short development, he took on the challenges of a wide range of poetic forms, from the sonnet to the Spenserian romance to the Miltonic epic, defining anew their possibilities with his own distinctive fusion of earnest energy, control of conflicting perspective and forces, poetic self-consciousness, and occasionally dry ironic wit. Okay? Means he took on the challenges. Whatever he wrote into his poems, he took on the challenges and wrote, though it was on the Spenserian romance or Miltonic epic or anything. Now looking to some of his poems, let's see. His poetries were the poems of John Keats, which he wrote in 1970, the poetical work of Coleridge, Shelley and Keats, which was written in 1831, Lamia, Isabella, The Eve of Saint Agnes and other poems that was written in 1820, Endymion, a poetic romance which was written in 1818, and some of his poems which were written in 1870. Now in the prose, or you can say in the literature, he wrote Letters of John Keats. It was a new collection which was written in 1970. that was published in 1970. Okay, the letters of John Keats, which was afterwards, after he died, okay, that was published in 1958. Life, Letters and Literacy, remains of John Keats, in 1848. He also wrote drama, Otho the Great, a dramatic fragment, in 1819. King Stephen, a dramatic fragment again, which he wrote in 1815. Oh, sorry, 1819. Okay, means here it's only trying to say that John Keats died at the age of 25, but during these age, although dying in such a small age, young age, he had a very remarkable career. These are all his poems, prose and drama which he wrote. Fine. Here we will read one of his poem, which is by the name of Beauty. Okay, let's see. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Next stanza. Beauty is heard in the night. Wind is sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting. Anything is in earnest, sincere and honest conviction. I read the second stanza again. Beauty is heard in the night. Wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting. Anything in earnest, sincere and honest conviction. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. I read the last stanza again. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dream, in your work, and even in your rest. Okay, so these are the three poems, these are the three stanzas about the poem Beauty. Now let's learn or understand this poem stanza wise. Okay, first paragraph, what does it say? It says, beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Now here in this poem, the poet is talking about the beauty. Where is the beauty? The beauty can be seen where? It's not only on the face of a human being. Beauty is everywhere. Okay? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. You can say beauty is the attitude of a person. In simple words, it can be said that beauty is everywhere. Wherever you see, beauty is there. Wherever you see, beauty is there. You see outside. Outside means outside your window. You can see the beauty of the nature. Okay, it can be seen in the sunlight. When the sun when the sun rises, at that time also you can see the beauty. The trees, the birds, the growing crops, the people working in the field. Everywhere you can notice the beauty. Okay? In this poem, the beauty has been defined in all the ways. The beauty is there in anything you see. That's why it has been said that the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. It's on you how you see the beauty. To know about it, more about the beauty, we will have to read this poem. Okay? The poet is trying to say that the beauty is everything. The beauty is everywhere. It is in the sunlight also. It can be seen in the trees also. It can be seen in the birds also. It can be seen in the growing crops also. And the beauty can be seen in the people dancing to show their happiness when their crops are ready. Beauty is everywhere. Okay? Now, if the beauty can be seen, the beauty can also be felt. Reading the second stanza. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting. Anything is earnest, sincere, and honest conviction. What is earnest? E-A-R-N-E-S-T. What is earnest? E-A-R-N-E-S-T. Earnest means resulting from or showing sincere and intense conviction. Okay, what is conviction? Conviction means a formal declaration. Okay, so here the poet is trying to say in the second stanza that the beauty can be, now first stanza he said that the beauty can be seen. Now here in the second stanza he is trying to say that the beauty can be heard also. The beauty can be heard. It can be heard means one can listen to it. Like one can hear its sound. You have to hear the beauty of the sound. When the night falls, everything is silent. Try to hear something. When the wind blows and creates a sound, when the rain falls on the earth, or when a singer sings. Okay? In that also you have to search or you have to find the beauty. One can even feel it in sincere and honest conviction of a person. Means here the poet is trying to say that beauty cannot only be seen, it can also be felt, it can also be heard. Okay, one can listen to it. Like what? Beauty can be heard. How? It can be heard by the sound which is being made. When the night falls, just try to hear the wind when it creates sound. That is the beauty of the wind, the sound of the wind, and try to listen to that beauty of the sound. When the rain falls, the sound of that rainfall that falls on the earth. When the singers sing, try to hear that. Or one can even feel it. It's sincere and honest conviction of a person. Sighing. Sighing means sound of a deep, loud breath or exhale. This is exhale. This is inhale. When you breathe inside, it is inhale. When you breathe outside, it is exhale. So what is sighing? Sighing means sound of a deep, loud breath or exhale taken in relief. Chanting. Singers chanting. Here chanting means you are not going to chant some shloka or hymns. Okay. Here singers chanting means the singers sing. Okay. Whatever word meanings you can see in the red, you have to note down that. Okay. Before this, in the first para, there are two more hard words. One is corn, C-O-R-N. Corn means the chief cereal. Which cereal? Not the TV one. Here the cereal means the crop of wheat, oats, maize and barley. Okay. The chief cereal crop of wheat, oats, maize and barley. Harvest. What is harvest? The time of the year when the crop is ready. Okay. The time of the year when the crop is ready. Fine. This was the second para. Now moving to the third para. What is the poet trying to say here? What is beauty? Third paragraph. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your works and even in your rest. What does the poet say? The poet here says that beauty is in yourself. The good deeds that you do, the happy thoughts that come into your mind, that repeats themselves in your dream, means the good deeds which you do. The same. If you do good, you will get good. If you do good, the dreams are also going to be good with you. If your thoughts are happy, the dreams are also going to be the same. In your dreams, in your work and even in your rest. Means beauty is not always external or visible. Don't try to search the beauty outside, in the nature or anywhere else. Beauty is in yourself also. It is within and it can be abstract also. If you feel yourself beautiful, you will feel everything beautiful. If your thoughts are good, if your deeds are good, everything beautiful is going to happen with you. One's views, good acts, one's wishes, which one even imagines in dreams, means whatever you think will come into your dream. Whatever you do will be there in your dream. Means good thing, good dreams. Good thoughts, good dreams, happy thoughts, happy dreams. Beauty can be one way of work or even the style of taking rest. Beauty is very vast. It cannot be confined to one thing. You can search beauty anyway. You can search beauty anyway. Internally also and externally also. But if you are searching the beauty internally, then everything can be beautiful for you. Everything. Everything can be beautiful for you if your thoughts, if your deeds are beautiful. Okay? Beauty is very vast. It cannot be confined to one thing. Rather, it is there in everything. Means it depends on you, how do you look it. It just needs eye and heart to see it. It just needs a pure heart and a beautiful eyes to see it. Even in an ugly thing, you can see the beauty if you have that good heart and good eyes to see it. Okay? Now the word meanings are there. Two word meanings here. Deeds. Deeds means the acts which have been done by you. The work which has been done by you. Good work gives you good sleep, good dreams. Repeat to happen again and again. It can be repeated. If your good deeds, your happy thoughts are being repeated again and again, it can give you good dreams also. Either that is in your work, or it is in your sleep, or it is can be while taking rest. Okay? Now I have explained you the whole poem stanza wise. Let us have a small look on the summary of it. You have to note down this summary. This can help you in solving the worksheet. Okay? Now the summary of the poem, Beauty. The poet is trying to say in this poem that the beauty is in everything. All the small things we do or the environment around us, everything has beauty in it. Everything has its own importance. All things are beautiful in their unique way. Means here the poet is trying to, in all of the poems, in the first poem he told us to see the beauty. And the second poem he told us to hear the beauty. And in the last stanza he told us to feel the beauty. Means here the poet is trying to say that beauty is everywhere. In the environment also, and inside you also. Okay, all things are beautiful in their unique way. Everything is beautiful in its unique way. Sunlight has its own beauty. Beauty can be seen in the growing corns, in the dancing people, in the birds when they are sitting on the tree, or they are on the nest, or they are picking up the grains. You can see the beauty everywhere. People who are working and dancing for getting good harvest, you can see beauty in that too. Beauty is not only seen but can also be heard or felt. Okay, you can feel the beauty also. For instance, when night falls, wind blows, you can hear the sound of the wind. That is the beauty. Okay, that is also one kind of a beauty. The sound of rainfall, or when the singer sings, you can hear the voice, the beauty of the voice of the singer. When they all give pleasure to the mind and make it feel happy. Means if you hear the beauty of all these things, whether it is the falling of the rain, blowing of the wind, or the singing of the singer, they all give you pleasure and make you feel happy. Beauty is not just outside, it is within you. Beautiful is the self. Means if you feel yourself beautiful, you will find everything beautiful. Our good deeds, our happy thoughts pleases everyone, and they are also beautiful. Means by your good deeds you can make everyone happy. Okay, by your good deeds you can make everyone happy, and that is also one kind of a beauty. Our dreams are also beautiful as they give us the reason to advance and work with zeal. Means here it's also talking about the beauty of the dreams. Means if your dreams are beautiful, they'll give you more energy to work. Beauty is your style of work and the way of rest you take or you sleep. Beauty is in sense everywhere. It's only on how you look at it. It is an attitude, the way we look at things. Actually, everything is beautiful in its own unique manner, but only thing is that we need to feel it. Beauty is everywhere, wherever you see. Wherever you see. You can feel the beauty, you can hear the beauty, you can see the beauty. And it can only happen when you feel yourself beautiful. Yourself beautiful means in not the ways of face. You can feel yourself beautiful internally also. External beauty can be seen by everyone, but internal beauty can be shown by you, by your deeds. If you do good to someone, the good thing will happen to you. You will become more happy, and that is the beauty. So beauty can be seen, can be heard, and can be felt. So this is what the poet was trying to say, that beauty is in everything. Okay, all the things are beautiful in their unique way. Actually, everything is beautiful in its unique way, but only the thing is that it is the need of how one feels it. Okay, with this we have completed the poem, The Beauty. I have told you the summary also. The summary is to be noted down by you in your notebook. The meanings which are there in the red, you have to note down that too. Read the poem twice. The noting out of summary I have told you because the worksheet which I am going to give you, this summary is going to help you to solve that worksheet. Okay. Till then, take care of your health, study well. Bye.